Hello students, myself S.B. Jadhav, subject physics. Now, from today's lecture, we'll start the next new chapter, that is chapter number 12. Name of the chapter is electromagnetic induction. Again, this chapter is very important chapter for the board theory exam, entrance exam. So, now let us start the chapter, that is electromagnetic induction. First note that for this current year, from the every chapter, some articles are deleted, and in the same way, from this chapter also, some articles is deleted. First, note these articles which is deleted from this chapter. On the page number 270, that is the induced EMF in a stationary coil in a changing magnetic field. This article is not in our syllabus for this current year. Then on page number 273, generators and 274 page, that is the back EMF and back torque. These three article is deleted from the chapter for this current year. So, then what you have to study in this chapter? See, at the first, the introduction of the chapter is very important. Then the first article, that is the Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction, Lenz's law, motional EMF, eddy currents, transformer, self-induction and mutual induction. Such articles you have to study in detail from this chapter. So, first, see the introduction of this chapter. The introduction of this chapter is again very important part. It is the very important. The name of the chapter, that is electromagnetic induction. And this name suggests its meaning, that is electromagnetic induction. In the previous one chapter, that is the magnetic field due to electric current. It means electric current gives us magnetic field. In that chapter already I had seen that when you consider the one conductor and if the current is flowing through this conductor, current is nothing but the flow of charge. The flow of charge is nothing but the current. So when the charge is flowing through this conductor, it means current is flowing through this conductor. You get the magnetic field in its surrounding space. It means we get the magnetic field from electricity, from electric current. Got it? If the current flowing through the conductor is stopped, then magnetic field which is produced here disappears. It means when the charge is in motion, then and then you get the magnetic field. If the charge is steady, if it is not moving, current is not moving, you does not get the magnetic field. So, we get the magnetic field from the electricity. The scientist Faraday start to think that as the electricity gives the magnetic field, can magnetic field give the electricity? For that, scientist Faraday performed a number of experiments and finally he draw the conclusion that yes, the magnetic field also gives the electricity. But again here, the steady magnetic field does not give the electricity. If this magnetic field is variable, if this magnetic field is changing, then and then you get the electricity. Got this point? When the electricity is in motion, it means when the charge in motion, then and then you get the magnetic field. Electricity gives the magnetic field. In the same way, the magnetic field also gives the electricity if that magnetic field is variable. If it is steady magnetic field, at that time it does not give the electricity. If it is variable, changing, then you get the electricity. And so, the name of the chapter, that is the electromagnetic induction. It means electricity from magnetic field. So, electromagnetic induction, that is the name of the chapter. Now, again, here one term is very important, that is the magnetic flux. See first, what is meant by magnetic flux? magnetic flux. Suppose here we consider one surface and the magnetic field. You know, in the previous one chapter already I had seen that the magnetic field which is produced in the surrounding space cannot be seen by naked eye, but that magnetic field can be represented in terms of lines, and these lines is called as the magnetic lines of force. The scientist Faraday gives us this idea that magnetic field can be shown by the lines, and these lines is called as the magnetic lines of force. Okay. If you consider the bar magnet, it consists of two poles, that is the south pole and north pole. You know the properties of the magnetic lines of force. The magnetic lines of force always start from the north pole, comes on the south pole, and again inside the magnet it goes from south to north. The magnetic lines of force start from north pole, comes on south pole, and then it goes from south to north inside the magnet. Magnetic lines of force is always start from north pole and it comes on south pole. या प्रॉपर्टीज आपण गेल्या चॅप्टरमध्ये शिकलेलो, पुन्हा पुन्हा ते एक्सप्लेन करण्याची गरज नाही, हे तुमच्या लक्षात असलं पाहिजे. इट इज ऑलवेज स्टार्ट फ्रॉम नॉर्थ पोल. नो सी. So magnetic field can be represented in terms of magnetic lines of force. Suppose here we consider one surface. समजा ही surface या पद्धतीने दिसतं नाही, असं दिसतं तुम्हाला. Suppose it is in this way. And this magnetic field, it means the magnetic lines of force passing through this surface in this way. Here, all the magnetic lines of force passing normally through this surface. Let me 1 minute. All these magnetic lines of force is passing normally through this surface. So what is magnetic flux? The number of magnetic lines of force passing normally through the given surface. This surface अशी आहे. The number of magnetic lines of force passing normally through the given surface, that is called as the magnetic flux through that area. आता समजा या सरफेसचा एरिया जर A असेल आणि B हे मॅग्नेटिक फील्ड असेल, so magnetic flux is denoted by phi and that is equal to BA. The number of magnetic lines of force passing normally through the given area, that is nothing but the magnetic flux, and that is can be written as that magnetic flux phi is equal to BA. But sometimes that surface is not exactly perpendicular to the magnetic field. That surface is not exactly perpendicular to the magnetic. Suppose here or magnetic field, suppose this magnetic field is in this direction. Now that magnetic field is not perpendicular to the surface. Surface ही आहे, त्या surface ले magnetic field perpendicular आहे का? No. Here you consider, suppose this is B, but here we require the perpendicular magnetic flux, magnetic field. So the perpendicular component of this B, that is the B cos theta. Okay, and this vertical component, that is B sin theta. But we require here this perpendicular component. So what is the magnetic flux? That is phi is equal to B cos theta. मॅग्नेटिक फ्लक्स म्हणजे काय? त्या सरफेस मधून परपेंडिक्युलरली पास होणाऱ्या मॅग्नेटिक फील्ड किंवा मॅग्नेटिक लाईन्स ऑफ फोर्स, दॅट इज द बी कॉस थिटा इनटू एरिया, दॅट इज द BA cos theta, that is the BA cos theta, and so phi is equal to, we write B dot A, vector A dot B, that is equal to AB cos theta. In the same way, BA cos theta, instead of that we take the scalar product, that is B dot A. Again if you take this scalar product, then you can write that is the BA cos theta. By using this formula, you can find the magnetic flux through any area. कुठल्याही एरियामधून किती मॅग्नेटिक फ्लक्स आहे हे तुम्ही कॅल्क्युलेट करू शकता. म्हणजे या ठिकाणी एक गोष्ट लक्षात ठेवा, मॅग्नेटिक फ्लक्स मीन्स the number of magnetic lines of force, the number of magnetic lines of force passing perpendicularly to the given area, or the perpendicular magnetic field passing through the given area, that is nothing but the magnetic flux. कारण या चॅप्टरमध्ये हा शब्द आता आपल्याला अनेक वेळेस वापरायचा आहे, मॅग्नेटिक फ्लक्स. ओके. You know the unit of the magnetic flux, that is Weber. Unit of magnetic flux is Weber. Now see one experiment, that is now see, the scientist Faraday performed a series of experiments on this electromagnetic induction. Here we study the one experiment. There is a coil from the conducting wire. Conducting wire म्हणजे ज्यामधून करंट फ्लो होऊ शकते अशा वायर पासून बनवलेली ही कॉइल आहे. And suppose the end of the coil is connected to the gallon meter. And near to this coil, the magnet is placed here. You know, in the magnet there are two poles, south pole and north pole. And initially, suppose that magnet is moved towards the coil. That magnet is moved towards the coil. When this magnet is moved towards the coil, you know, in the surrounding space of the magnet there is a magnetic field, and that magnetic field can be shown in terms of magnetic lines of force, and that magnetic lines of force passing through this coil. When that magnet is moving towards the coil, so the magnetic lines of force, and that magnetic lines of force passing perpendicularly, that is called as the magnetic flux. त्याला काय म्हटलेलं आहे, मॅग्नेटिक फ्लक्स. म्हणजे बघा याच्या सभोवतालचं मॅग्नेटिक फील्ड कशाने रिप्रेझेंट करतो आपण, मॅग्नेटिक लाईन्स ऑफ फोर्स. आणि त्या मॅग्नेटिक लाईन्स ऑफ फोर्सलाच काय म्हटलेलं आहे, मॅग्नेटिक फ्लक्स. त्यालाच काय म्हटलेलं आहे, मॅग्नेटिक फ्लक्स. याचा अर्थ मॅग्नेटिक फ्लक्स म्हणजे मॅग्नेटिक फील्डच. नाउ सी, when this magnet is moved towards the coil, at that time the magnetic flux link with this coil, the magnetic flux link with this coil is goes on increasing, is goes on changing, is goes on varying. एकच आहे. When this magnet is moved towards the coil, the magnetic flux link with this coil, it's changing, it gets vary. त्या कॉइल मधून पास होणाऱ्या मॅग्नेटिक लाईन्स ऑफ फोर्स म्हणजेच मॅग्नेटिक फ्लक्स काय होतंय, बदलत आहे. And at that time, here we observe that the galvanometer gives deflection. The deflection of the galvanometer, it is the sign of the current is flowing through this closed circuit. And as the current is flowing, definitely the EMF is generated in this coil or in this circuit. लक्षात येते का, मॅग्नेट कॉइलकडे मूव्ह केला, या कॉइलशी लिंक असलेला किंवा या कॉइलमधून पास होणारं मॅग्नेटिक फ्लक्स काय झालं, व्हॅरी झालं, बदललं. बरोबर आहे. त्याच वेळेस तुम्हाला हे गॅलोमीटर डिफ्लेक्शन दाखवतो, गॅलोमीटरचं डिफ्लेक्शन मिळतं, याचा अर्थ निश्चित करंट फ्लो होतोय, करंट फ्लो होतोय याचा अर्थ इथे EMF तयार झालेला आहे. गॉट दिस पॉइंट. नाउ if this magnet is only kept near to this coil, त्या कॉइलच्या जवळ मॅग्नेट तुम्ही ठेवलेलं आहे, and suppose that magnet is steady, it is not moving, so the magnetic flux linked with this coil or passing through this coil is constant. That galvanometer shows the zero deflection. It does not show the zero deflection. It means there is no production of current, no production of electricity if that magnetic field is steady. When it is moved toward the coil, it shows the deflection, just we had seen. Now, If that magnet is moved away from the coil, what happens? Again, the magnetic flux link with this coil or passing through this coil is again goes on changing. ते decrease होतं म्हणजे आपल्याला बदल महत्वाचा आहे. It is increase or decrease. When that magnet is moved away from the coil at that time, that magnetic flux link with this coil is goes on changing. Again, here this galvanometer show the deflection, but now this deflection is in opposite direction. ज्यावेळेस मॅग्नेट तिकडे झाला होता, समजा एका साईडला डिफ्लेक्शन मिळालं गॅलोमीटर मध्ये, आता मॅग्नेट त्याच्यापासून बाजूला घेतला आपण. Again the galvanometer show the deflection. It means there is a production of electricity here because current is flowing. As the current is flowing, EMF is induced. Got? This is the one simple experiment performed by the scientist Faraday. When the magnet move towards the coil or take away from the coil, in both cases, the magnetic flux linked with this coil is goes on changing, and at that time, we observe here that if the current is flowing through this circuit, it means the EMF is produced in this circuit. Now see here, due to the variation in the magnetic field, due to the variation in the magnetic flux, there is a production of EMF in this circuit or in this coil. So that EMF is called as the induced EMF. त्याला काय म्हणायचं आहे? Induced EMF. इंड्यूस या शब्दाचा अर्थ काय? त्याला कुणीतरी निर्माण केलेले आहे तिथे. So that EMF is called as the induced EMF, and the current is flowing through the circuit due to that induced EMF. That current is called as the induced current. एक लक्षात ठेवा. For the flow of current through the circuit, in that circuit, definitely there must be EMF. Same case here. Here, the EMF is generated, and that EMF is called as the induced EMF. कारण त्याला यानी त्याला निर्माण केलेलं आहे. So it is called as the induced EMF. And as the EMF is induced, the current flowing through the circuit due to that induced EMF, that is called as the induced current. Such a type of number of experiments performed by the scientist Faraday, and finally he draw the conclusion from all these experiments, and the conclusion of all these experiments is very important. It forms the laws of electromagnetic induction. सायंटिस्ट फॅराडेने जे नंबर ऑफ एक्सपेरिमेंट केले त्यावरून त्यांनी कन्क्लुजन काढलेले आहे, आणि ते कन्क्लुजन अतिशय महत्त्वाचं आहे. दिस कन्क्लुजन्स इज नथिंग बट द फॅराडेज लॉज ऑफ इलेक्ट्रोमॅग्नेटिक इंडक्शन. दॅट इज द फर्स्ट आर्टिकल फ्रॉम दिस चॅप्टर. सो देर आर टू फॅराडेज लॉ. फर्स्ट लॉ, सी, whenever there is a change in magnetic flux linked in a closed circuit, an induced EMF or induced current produced in the circuit. Very simple. Whenever there is a change in magnetic flux linked in a closed circuit, at that time the induced EMF or induced current is generated in that circuit. हे जे सर्किट आहे, या सर्किटशी रिलेटेड असलेला मॅग्नेटिक फ्लक्स जोपर्यंत व्हेरिएबल आहे तोपर्यंतच त्या सर्किटमध्ये इंड्यूस EMF किंवा इंड्यूस करंट, इंड्यूस EMF जनरेट होतो म्हणजे करंट सुद्धा आलं असतं. ठीक आहे, इंड्यूस EMF और इंड्यूस करंट इज जनरेटेड इन दिस क्लोज सर्किट. लक्षात येते का? कुठलाही सर्किट घ्या, त्या सर्किटशी लिंक असलेलं रिलेटेड असलेलं मॅग्नेटिक फ्लक्स जोपर्यंत व्हेरिएबल आहे तोपर्यंतच त्या सर्किटमध्ये काय तयार होणार आहे? इंड्यूस EMF और इंड्यूस करंट. इफ द मॅग्नेटिक फ्लक्स लिंक विथ दॅट क्लोज सर्किट is not variable, it is steady, then no induced EMF or induced current is generated in that circuit. So this first law gives us the cause of the production of the induced EMF in the circuit. त्या सर्किट मध्ये जे induced EMF तयार होते त्या induced EMF ला कोण तयार करते, त्याचं कारण काय? So this first law gives the cause of the production of induced EMF. Now second, the magnitude of induced EMF is directly proportional to the rate of change of magnetic flux linked with the circuit. बघा आता द मॅग्निट्यूड, आता या ठिकाणी जे EMF तयार होते, इंड्यूस EMF तयार होते त्याचं मॅग्निट्यूड, द मॅग्निट्यूड ऑफ द इंड्यूस EMF इज डिरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू द रेट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ मॅग्नेटिक फ्लक्स लिंक इन अ सर्किट. व्हेरी सिंपल. इथे जे इंड्यूस EMF तयार होते या इंड्यूस EMFचं मॅग्निट्यूड कसं असणार, इट इज डिरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू द रेट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ मॅग्नेटिक फ्लक्स लिंक विथ द सर्किट. या सर्किटशी रिलेटेड असलेलं मॅग्नेटिक फ्लक्स त्याच्या रेटशी कसं असणार आहे, ते डिरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल असणार आहे. द मॅग्नेट्यूड इज डिरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू द रेट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ मॅग्नेटिक फ्लक्स. बट बघा या कॉइलशी लिंक असलेला मॅग्नेटिक फ्लक्स जर फास्ट रेटने बदलत असेल, डेफिनेटली द मॅग्नेट्यूड ऑफ द इंड्यूस EMF इज मॅक्सिमम. If the magnetic flux linked with this coil is vary slowly, so the magnitude of the induced EMF is also low. If high is the magnetic flux linked with the coil, then according to law, the induced EMF in a closed loop is directly proportional to the rate of change of magnetic flux. You have to take the rate of this magnetic flux with time. So according to law, according to this law, second law, the magnitude of the induced EMF is directly proportional to the rate of change of magnetic flux linked with that circuit or linked with that coil. What if instead of proportionality here, constant K is come. Proportionality sign gila, constant K la, that is d phi by dt. K is called as the constant of proportionality. Now, if E, phi and T, EMF that is measured in volt, phi, Weber and time that is second. If all these three measured in same system of unit, एकाच सिस्टीम मध्ये जर हे तिन्ही मेजर केले, at that time the value of K is 1. Therefore, E is equal to d phi by dt. We write E is equal to d phi by dt, and again E is equal to, we write minus d phi by dt. त्याच्यानंतर काय आलं, E is equal to minus d phi by dt. This minus sign indicates that, this minus sign indicates that the direction of this induced EMF and the direction of the magnetic flux which produces it, याला कोण तयार करते सर्किट मध्ये, हे तयार करते. आणि हे निगेटिव्ह साइन काय सांगते तुम्हाला, द डिरेक्शन ऑफ द इंड्यूस्ड EMF प्रोड्यूस इन द सर्किट इज अपोजिट टू द डिरेक्शन ऑफ द मॅग्नेटिक फ्लक्स विच प्रोड्युसेस इट. किती विशेष आहे बघा. त्या इंड्यूस EMF ला कोण तयार करत आहे, मॅग्नेटिक फ्लक्स तयार करत आहे. मॅग्नेटिक फ्लक्स त्या इंड्यूस EMF ला तयार करते, आणि ते इंड्यूस EMF काय करते, त्याला जे कोणी तयार करते मॅग्नेटिक फ्लक्स तयार करते त्यालाच हे मॅग्नेटिक फ्लक्स काय करते, अपोज करत आहे. दॅट इज द meaning of this negative sign. E is equal to minus d phi by dt. What is this? Is the Faraday's second law of electromagnetic induction. Now you have to study the next part, that is the Lenz's law. Lenz's law. What is this law? This law gives us the direction of the induced EMF in a circuit. त्या सर्किटमध्ये जे इंड्यूस EMF तयार होते त्या इंड्यूस EMF ची डिरेक्शन या लॉ नुसार आपल्याला समजते किंवा काढता येते. सो व्हॉट इज दिस लेन्स लॉ? बघा It gives the direction of the induced EMF. The direction of induced EMF in a closed circuit or in a coil is such as is opposite to the magnetic flux which produces it. त्या सर्किटमध्ये जे इंड्यूस EMF तयार होतं त्या इंड्यूस EMF ची डिरेक्शन कशी असणार आहे? इट इज अपोजिट टू द विच प्रोड्युसेस इट. त्याला कोण तयार करतं? मॅग्नेटिक फ्लक्स तयार करते. त्या तयार होणाऱ्या इंड्यूस EMF ची डिरेक्शन कशी असणार आहे? तर या मॅग्नेटिक फ्लक्सच्या अपोजिट असणार आहे. अँड सो दिस इज द इंड्यूस EMF इन अ सर्किट and this is the magnetic flux which produces it. याची डिरेक्शन कशी असणार आहे? अपोजिट टू दिस, and therefore here it is the negative side. E is equal to minus d phi by dt. This is the Lenz's law. Many times, how many Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction? There are two laws of the Faraday's laws of the electromagnetic induction, but sometimes together with this Lenz's law, you can say that there are three laws of the Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction. Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction किती नेम असणार आहे? तीन नेम त्या ठिकाणी असणार आहे. First law gives us the cause of the induced EMF. The second law gives us the magnitude of the induced EMF, and the third law gives us the direction of that induced EMF. Okay? In today's lecture, we'll stop here. The next, that is the remaining part from the chapter, will continue on next lecture, next period. Thank you.